Ora bese go tsamaya fela jela ka fa tlase ga metse ke na boka e somabedi le bono bongwe ka gone dire metse kana some le boraro mo godimo ga tlhogo go tswa fela jela mo urenyo ya bone ba setse ba go ke fa ba eng ba rona jaaka o itse gore mo provinceng yes ka kere mo provinceng kana gone mo toropong ya rona Kimberley go na le studio fa se ntse go pola go tla gana le postate ya tswa yo wa tla batho jalo bo ma di engineers you know go tswa mo lapeng go ba ne ba bua jalo ka pua gore son of the soil ke so fa ga le lo de wa o tlhaga ka go gwe ha di sa di sitle ke a tle kire re ra thuto go bala tsa botshelo ba me go ya ka se atlhamo jwa se atla sa me ba re o bala mala tsa botshelo ba go ya ka ditsala tse o nang natso tsere fa o kwa bogotsi ne tsone tsa tlha go ka nna le wena o itse so ke yona khumo yo kana lona go feta dikhubo tsotlhe di a kgaballang bonatsi go se ga tsaka se bodo is very dark in here it's very dark is it that clock go se ga ke bua le mang kana di bela go se ga
dumela o bua le Malibongwe Sebela mara ba bankitseng sentle bankitse ka Mali B flat ha ke kgona go ka dira donation tla bela khale ke go e rile ka lentswe wa tshosetsa gone wa tshosetsa ka lotso re la tshosetsa jana motho ka botsa magetla go ke a feng ka go tswang gone go se ga tso go tswa mo lefapheng le feng ke tswa ko Northern Cape Recording Studios ka kwa ke dira jaaka music producer ke nna yo dirang dipina ha o tla go recorda ke nna motho o tla dirang di diragale ke tla ke go baakanya ha o hele go wa palela teng go dira sho gore ha e ya go the final product ya no ya go engineer ke yone ka bi siame ya no
la go di for sa ga ke tse go dirwa se tlo tswa go bubane
ngwana Kimberley ka sa case tara
bubane ke
tsara sa ke asuka ke sa bua ai ba gore ga bo ikhala mo thotega a tsaka ka kudu
diamond
a tsaka ka kudu ga kudu a rota Rodman
KG
Shabazet
Rashab
ke sa go bona
long time no see
2011
Yeah.
akile ke ndrele somewhere down
re go phanda botse
khale go tsa phanda bra botsa re bua le mang tsala ka bobola gore go wena bang be wena ba getla go tsa feng
so ke nna Arnold Matthews mara ba ngata bang kitse ka Arnold K so go studio I work as the studio manager so basically ke na ke rana di operations ke bona gore dilo di tsamaya ka telamo in terms of securing partnerships, making sure programs are running, just making sure that our music is going to the masses. We empower and capacitate our musicians. So yeah.
ke sort of gore e ka re kwana ke tla go botsa dipotsonyana tse dintsi pele fa nka tla go producereng studio se ko kae se located ko kae fa motho ka botsa gongwe go na le ba le gore hu rutlo go studio stay mo no Kimberley se ko kae sentle studio so fa ga re bolela address ya gona
so Northern Cape Recording Studio e ko number 3 Crescent Cullinan Crescent, which is at the Northern Cape Theatre. So Northern Cape Theatre a third floor on top of it. So that's where the studio is located at. So our battle tla re go mare na le molao wa teng, so we're going to be having a procedure that we need to follow because I know we can't allow, because it's a small space, so we can't allow just everyone to come in the same space. So we have a booking system that we're going to be working with. So far, so yeah.
a ke tsona o ka kgona go ya rabela potso eng ka go botsa yone kana go na le ba ba male ba ka ya rabelang studio o se tsore boleletse gore se go ka fa ntlhenyo ya Northern Cape Theatre se go step ka
ya wa bona ewa ke ena le batho ba maleba because na so ba sharp ke kgona ya ra marna ke tlile tlara dilo di ba kantsho so na ke tlile hela go te
ya fa poletsa fela se ka swa se dira boka studio so go Northern Cape
hai KZ hai It's like a show. But the equipment is not cheap. It did not come cheap. That's all I can say. But in terms of the amount that thing, like the exact, even to speculate, I won't be able to do that. Because now you believe I'm more having like a direct answer on paper on what I know, isn't it? Yeah.
Producer, o supposed to link ko studios so go sebetsa.
Ke tshimolotse ngwa go fitileng ka 2024.
Gore o tlo goroge gone ba go batlileng kana o tswa auditioning kana gone go na le di applications tse di tswileng go tlile jang gore o go dira ka go
ka 2023 ntle ke se ke tshimola ka nako e se ne se launchiwa because ngwago wa ke ngwago go ne go tshwanetse go bulwa di post tsa gore batho ba tle go dira teng ko studio mme ga go a direga jalo go go direga jalo ka bo September October ka go advertise ba di post. So because a kere yana gona ba re itseng go se launchile re ne tla re botsa dipotso gore ya batho yaanong gate go hiriwa leng so ka ba advertiser di post ka bo September ewa ke ne ka latlhela CV hela jaka mongwe le mongwe ka ba mpitsa ba re nya ke shortlistilwe di interview di teng la diragala ka November di interviews a teng response ya di interview re kry-ile ka January ka go denya o tlhopile gore o tle go nna music producer ka ga jalo ka ke tshimola go dira teng ka January di 22 2024.
ha o bua music producer o bua ka go ka tlhama o bua ka go maganya o bua ka arranging mo gona arranging of lyrics jalo le jalo right now ha o kgona go arrange ya lyrics tsa ka nna lyrics tsa ka ke tse mbe o dutse fa thoko ga molapo ganoka pelo ge botlhoko o latlhegetswe ke dinku fo o dutse fo now pina ye wa go e producing in either up tempo or in either a slow tempo
ka mokgwa o e tlhalositseng ka teng pina e tlhoka a slow tempo me e tshwanetse e
now you can produce you know why I'm asking that question my brother bona ga le go ka dira an interview there's a podcast or re tlo go tlotla re tlo go nna formal you know, I was so surprised. One day, Kilibella, but Baba Jeff of Busuku. Hey, man, how did you get Libella? Night shift. Cap tempo. I say, you know, that's what you're about, you know. If it's a repeat telling me, or motors are written lyrics, you know, about the up tempo and failing to understand Pino and night shift it was dedicated to Marvin Gaye. Now Mr. Producer o setso dirile le ba ba kae ba o setso berekile le bone so far
ka gonne studio se ke gone re ne re se tshimolola so gona le dilo tse di ntsi tsa tsantse ka be re di tsentse in place like body policies and stuff like that. So mo ngwa go fitileng o wa 2024 go le gantsi re ne re dira dilo tsa go tshwana le tsewa go dira sho gore se tlile go a dire yanong go le gantsi mo dilo tsa government ha ba dira dilo bana le go di direla go tswa go tlhogo me ba sa tlhaloganye gore on the ground what is happening. So go le gantsi like most of the time ngwa go itileng re ne re dila ka those policies and making sure gore it's gonna cater for artists re ntse re botsa batho bo di botso tsa go tshwana le tsewa so ga ga gonna go ka itlhela gore re kgone go recorda batho ba le bantsi ka gone most of the time in the year we were dealing with a lot of administration to make sure that ka 2025 that's when we're gonna kick off. So ngwago o fitileng ka bo is November early December ka ile gone yana re kickstartang to start to see gore equipment e teng the recording procedure e tlile go bereka yang then ka re tshumulla ka ba the Talent Expo 2024 the winners. So we started with the top 5 the Talent Expo 2025 and there was also an initial from DSEC empowering the Platfontaine artists. So we recorded one of them already. Go Platfontaine, the artist name K Yang C. So
ga se wa se golenyana ya
ga se wa se gole o wa ke mrepa le go producer
ke ba itse ba o teng o mo yana o ka no
wa golaela
e ka ga tsa ba sentle kana
ayo
ba pela ka maleme a bone
so me pina ya I dirileng e wa o petse ka leleme la gona ka gonne tiro ya gona ga ise gore re tle go bolelela gore o dire eng ke gore wena o tla ka se o se kwadileng ka se o ikutlwang tsone o bo o se tlisa mo go rona re tla go bankanya go go thusa gore e nne quality ga re tle go bolelela gore nya ka gonne o le mo facility ya rona o tshwanetse go dira yana le yana le yana o tla ka se o se na le re tla re se bankanya re go thusa le go go godisa
tona kgolo jaaka wena o le go godimonyana me ke a lebella fela mo Kimberley kana gone a le setse le tswile go lebella jaaka bo Calvania o lebella jaaka bo Kurumane o lebella bo Pamprista ga se talenta madi pele sa yana ga se talenta a madi pele sa jano a lena le mongwe o leng gore o tsamaya mo provinceng go ka ngoka ka kakaretso fangare a lena le mongwe le scout o scoutang talente mo provinceng
se strange enough re busy I get Setswana sa ka se ya latla but I just
no kana mixa
so just to add on what the producer said, I'll come back to that one, the scouting. And when we started, he spoke about with the administration and all of those things. Look, we wanted to do it right the first time, not do it right and come and make adjustments. I had to make partnerships. I had to link up. I had to meet with the relevant people. By the community radio stations, I contacted them, explaining to them what was the actual vision for the studio, because we can't just say it's a studio, but we don't have a directive for it. We also now managed to garner a couple of potential partners, Botswana Music Union, Lesotho Music Conference, where we're going to be having artists from our province going to Botswana or Lesotho. The Free State International Music Conference, I was there with them. We are going to be finalizing the initial partnership. So artists are going to have a wider reach. It's better than starting to record haphazardly, not knowing where do we take the songs. I mean, I met with people, Melody Choice, the lady was very open because, it's something new to the country that, okay, now Northern Cape has got this kind of studio that is going to cater for the province. So I've been, just going around doing that first. Even now, next month, we've got a partner that we got. They're going to be partnering with us in doing capacity and music industry and all of those things. And then Rona, we're going to just bring in the practical element that thing. So our artists are going to be actually having a practical experience of the studio, on what works with what, with our team, and, just to pay it forward. And then coming back to your question, what are we going to do in terms of what are we going to do in terms of scouting? Look, we've got this program that we designed. It's a district talent search. So it's also a part of one of our initiative called Studio on Wheels. So the studio is going to be traveling. So all of us, we're going to be traveling with the studio, but we're not going to just record. We're going to source out that talent, give them the platform to showcase, and then that's when we're going to say, we are here in Kurumani, JTG, we are Ekai, Calvinia, Hopetown. We are here, we record. We come back with the music from there, come and now mix and master it professionally with the quality of the sound that we have. So we do have those measures in place. Exposing our artists to such equipment, but now it does not end there in terms of the district talent search. We are busy with a 20-track compilation where we're going to be submitting it to all stakeholders, study jukebox, all radio stations, which is local, national, provincial, internationally. We're going to be also having it on all of these social media platforms, for Spotify.
Department they are compiling.
Compiling. Yeah, we actually, Rona, we've got a communication person. So what I did, I managed to get an intern. So she's going to assist with that because she is specializing with, marketing, communication, and journalism. So that's why I roped in an intern in terms of that. So after that, we're going to be moving on to now empowering knowledge, because now it's useless I teach you how to I give you the opportunity and I don't capacitate you in terms of music business, in terms of how to sell yourself, how to monetize in terms of social media platform internationally, how to go on radio, which kind of medium to submit your music for radio. There are certain requirements per submission. Submission at SABC is not the same as submission at a local community radio station. Most community radio stations don't give out royalties like in Kaloganya. So community, we can decide we're using it for just to garner some support locally. So those are the things. So we'll be having our international music conference with both my partners from Lesotho and Botswana coming through. Also the big guns in terms of the industry. So we're going to be opening it up, like it's going to be happening after Easter. And then we're going to have a compilation for hip hop, strictly Vanek. So in that way, we are promoting language through hip hop. We want Xhosa rap, Tswana rap, Zulu rap, and then after that, we're going to be having cultural heritage compilation. We'll have the Nanama stuff. I don't know. You have Buti Khami. We are looking at also bringing him. We're going to do a lot of collaborations amongst our provincial artists so that they can be able to work together as well.
Even the veteran program.
Yeah, even the veteran program. So we've got intermediate, we've got emerging, intermediate, and veteran program. Yeah.
Ibile fa bua jalo ka di bana ba go di nyana ke tala ke maina mango mo go nna ba wa tswa mo Kimberley. Last time I can get an interview is intended to come back home. Ke bua jalo ka Dr. Victor.
Yeah.
Re bua jalo ka Neoma Parker. Re bua jalo ka bo Cassidy.
Yeah.
Ke ba pedi ba tswa mo Kimberley. Maybe somewhere somehow for advices, because some of them banally home studios.
Yeah.
They've been long in the music industry. Dr. Victor Nali Studios, I think, yes, Onali. Cassidy, Garunali. Baban thing with Stevie C.
Yeah.
Baba's more professor. I'm not talking about acting. Music. Hasuli contacted maybe somewhere somehow to get some advices by the way, but some professing by the way, my chemist so bone kia thing hoka back to go hasu like some of them maybe also to fitile mo go bona I don't know.
Stevie C. I remember in 2020 last year. Can't remember well,
but he's still a busy man.
Yes, he was home, and I was, because I'm a violin player as well, so I was booked at his birthday celebration when I made it. So that was also an opportunity for me to engage with him, and then he spoke because he's currently based in Thailand. So his plans was to make an exchange program, but we haven't finalized it yet because the process is in terms of that. But his initial idea was to do an exchange program while he's that side, so that we can have artists from this side by Khale, and then for an experience and to
still more producing. To be honest with you. But dominated too much the rural areas. Now, a studio sa rona mo provinceng se ka khona go ka recorda clap and tap.
Yes.
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 The measures are put in place in terms of accommodating groups, choirs, the jazz band, and all of those things. our studio booth, I think, is the same size as this. Is the same size as the radio station, but now in terms of groups, we're going to be utilizing the theater stage.
Oh, theater stage.
Because the acoustics are very, very nice, and the sound is going to be able to be nice and clear. So there are also measures that we made in terms of that. So we're not thinking solo was what we are. We actually thought everything through, And then the easiest thing is the studio is just upstairs on the theater. So the kind of wiring is going to be easy for us to wire through from the studio down. So Clap and Tap is going to be catered for. The gospel choir, the choir Tabana, the choir Tadikola. We're also looking at collaborating with Saske for the school choir at Stratford, seeing that our kids are doing good. How about we record a compilation at district, for them to be able to because most of the time, like I was also in choir, we struggle in terms of funds to travel. We come on board with Saskia Province. We raise funds through them. They can sell their discs and be able to raise funds for their trips, the uniform or the Toteso. But in essence, we have to also give back to the youth and also empower them with whatever resources we have. So we thought about it, KG, from solo to group to actual cultural groups. Tswana, Mbatanga, Sizulu. We have catered for them. Even Le Mali, he's not going to be the only producer in the studio, because we've notified certain producers who are good with producing cultural music. We have identified certain producers who are good at producing Clap and Tap and all of those. So we are also going to be giving opportunities to those producers who are going to grab opportunities. So hence we're going to be having a database for producers, for vocalists, for lyricists, the freelancers. We're going to have a database for videographers, graphic designers. So the plan is to have each district use their own resources to be able to run a particular project. In example, an artist, Kuruman, it does not have to be necessary in a producer like Kimberly or Milo producer. Does not necessarily have to be a videographer from Kimberly producer. We want to keep the opportunities to wherever we're working at. So the label never gonna create empowerment. So it's not gonna be just Mohorona studio.
Re gadise man re gadise mali wetsi kokoro re gadise ka studio bra go mo dutsa ra ba re bona ka studio se dire ka di box tsa mai o tsona le motho o ditse go tla ra ba re bona ka studio sa se dire ka di box tsa mai. How is the soundproof young, how is it?
Okay. Ka gonne studio se ga se agiwa from scratch, ne? Se shukunyeditswe in the Northern Cape Theatre. Then we took the last floor in the dressing room, but it ended up having to be the studio. So ka gonne se shukunyeditswe, soundproofing, the proper soundproofing couldn't be done, because soundproofing needs to, in the construction of a building, it needs to be there. So what they did, but in an acoustic treatment, it was acoustically treated. So the acoustic treatment was done, and then equipment eating anka bitela di brand tse malwa ya la gore batho ba nne le ID. Yes. So okay, the floor tse re di naleng, in the floor we have the booth, which is where the artists record. We have a production room, which is where the producer and the sound engineer, that's their workstation. And then we have the administration office. And then we have a studio lounge for when the artists come. It's like a waiting area, but it's finally the couches. There's a TV and a mini bar there to just treat.
Mini bar!
We need sponsors, by the way.
Mini bar!
Which is empty, by the way.
It's empty, we need sponsors.
Mini bar! December Majitemba Vasa.
It's actually empty.
It's empty, we need sponsors.
It's
We are working on
a
it.
project. So if we are hosting someone, we can use it.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, the camera is empty there.
Yes,
It's
and also
genuine.
there's also a smoking area in
Sure.
in the facility for the smokers.
Yeah.
So coming back to the equipment in the booth, there's a Rode mic. We're using a Rode mic, and then we have a drum set, because I tell you we're gonna be catering for bands for moto, because not everyone is comfortable to do a song with a beat. Some people want to engage with a band while they are recording. So for live bands, we managed to procure okay, the procurement was done before we were hired. We managed. So get a drum set, which is a Makey drum set. We have a bass guitar, which is a Cort brand, and we have a lead guitar, which is a Fender brand, and then we have an acoustic guitar, but it's these fancy brands. So that's what we have, and then we have a headphones monitor just for when you are in the booth, so that if there are multiple people, you can just monitor them. It's also a Makey product. Then when we go to the production room, we have these Yamaha speakers, the HS8s. Yeah, we're working with Yamahas. So it's the two HS8 speakers together with their subwoofer, so that we can hear the bass properly. Because bass in so we have a subwoofer just to hear the bass properly. And then we are using two MacBooks. We are using the iMac.
But my brother, I come to how they play and I go to the 14 not which I could just stylish. How stylish Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm just going to reiterate on our plans for this year. It's going to be a season full of happenings. We've got the conference, international conference coming. We are planning the music awards for the province, music only, all genres, gospel, tumbakanga, to clap and tap. We are going to be having our incubation program, where we're going to be selecting artists from across all 5 districts to be part of the program, where we will be touching from branding, music business, music knowledge, music theory, and practical, and all of these other aspects. So in short term, we are going to take a holistic approach on those 50 artists across all 5 districts in our province, and then we're going to now start giving them the recording spaces where we can be able to boost them in terms of marketing, because now we're still waiting on our budget nyana, because we want to properly promote, properly distribute, properly publish them, so that we can see their music videos Kobo channel or Kobo Trace. So yeah, but there's a lot. They must follow us on our social media page, which is the Northern Cape Recording Studios, where everything is going to be there. The information that we're going to be sharing for the coming 3 to 4 months, because now we have finally someone who can, help us speed up the process in terms of social media, because our social media was a bit slow. Yeah, and then the latest program I spoke about, it's happening on next month, Kadi 17, 2021, at the theater. It's the Amanda Encha Arts Music Workshop. So they're going to be assisting with visual arts, with the other creative arts for craft and design. So Rona, the studio, we're going to be solely working with musicians from our studio. The application process is opened today. So we're going to be posting it on our socials as soon as we leave here, because we just got the poster. So I hope that artists across all 5 districts share with your friends so that they can submit, because there's going to be a shortlisting process, and then there are going to be resources given in terms of accommodation and all of those things. And yeah, thank you for having us, KG. It was a great
guys, thank you so much. Wish you luck.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.